I watched her choose money over love. But the truth broke me. If you think this story has a happy ending, trust me, you're not ready for what really happened. And before I continue, tell me in the comments right now. Would you leave the love of your life to save your family? Because that's exactly what Lena had to choose. And honestly, I still don't know if she made the wrong decision. I still remember the day she stopped smiling. Not the fake smiles people use for photos. I mean her real smile. The kind that made even bad days feel lighter. Her name was Lena. And everyone in our small town knew two things about her. She was the most beautiful girl around. And she loved one man with her whole heart. His name was Sam. Sam was poor. Very poor. He fixed phones at a tiny roadside stall beside the bus stop. Some days he made enough money to eat. Some days he didn't. But the way he looked at Lena, you'd think she was the only person alive. And she looked at him the same way. I know because I saw them almost every day. My uncle owned a small grocery shop across from Sam's store, and during school holidays I helped there. That's where I watched their whole story happen. At first, people laughed at them. Love doesn't pay bills, old women would say. But Lena never cared. Every evening, Sam would save one cold soda for her. Sometimes they shared one packet of fries because that was all he could afford. Still, she looked happy. Really happy. But looking back now, I think those were the last peaceful days of her life. Then everything changed. Lena's father got sick. Very sick. He stopped working. The family already struggled before that, but after he got sick, things became bad fast. Their landlord kept shouting for rent. Her younger brother stopped going to school because there was no money. Some nights their house had no electricity. And what happened next honestly broke me. One afternoon Lena came into our shop crying quietly while buying bread with coins. She kept counting and recounting them because she was short. My uncle added the missing money himself and pretended not to notice. That was the first time I saw fear in her eyes. Real fear. The kind that changes a person forever. A few weeks later, expensive black cars started showing up near their house. People began talking. That's how we first heard about Mr. Darius. A rich businessman from the city. Older than Lena by maybe 20 years. Powerful. Feared. The kind of man nobody said no to. And when people found out why he came to our town, everything changed overnight. He wants to marry her. At first, nobody believed it. Why would a rich man want a girl from our dusty little town? But then one evening, I saw Lena walking past the shop with her mother. And I swear, I barely recognized her. She looked empty. Like someone had stolen her soul already. That's when I realized something terrible was happening behind closed doors. The next day Sam came running to my uncle's shop asking if we had seen her. He looked stressed. Sweating. Shaking. She's avoiding me, he said. And the way he said it, you could hear fear in his voice. That night, I saw them together behind the bus station. I wasn't trying to listen. But their voices carried in the quiet. I can't do this without you, Sam kept saying. Lena was crying so hard she could barely breathe. Then she said words I still cannot forget. My family is hungry, Sam. Silence. Cold silence. You think I want this? Sam grabbed her hands. We'll survive somehow. But she shook her head slowly. My father needs treatment. My brothers need school fees. My mother already agreed. Then she said the words that completely destroyed him. If I refuse, we lose the house. And right there, I watched a man's heart break in real time. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Like something inside him died. If you're still watching, you already know this story isn't about gold diggers. It's about survival. And trust me, it gets worse. For days after that, Sam barely spoke to anyone. He still opened his repair store, but he looked lost. Meanwhile, wedding plans started immediately. Too quickly. It felt wrong. Huge tents arrived. Expensive decorations. People suddenly treated Lena's family with respect because money was now around them. That's how people are. The saddest part. Lena stopped looking human during those weeks. She moved like a ghost. Every time someone mentioned the wedding, she forced a smile that lasted maybe 2 seconds. One afternoon she came to the shop alone. She bought bottled water. Before leaving, she looked across the road at Sam's store. He was fixing a broken screen. He never looked up. And she just stood there staring at him. Her eyes filled with tears. Then she whispered something so softly I almost missed it. "I'm sorry." I still hear those words in my head sometimes. The wedding day came. Our whole town showed up because rich people were involved. Luxury cars lined the streets. Security guards everywhere. Women admired the decorations. Men admired the money. But I couldn't stop looking at Lena. She looked beautiful. But not happy. Not even close. And what happened next? Nobody there will ever forget. When she walked into the hall, people clapped. And right at that moment, Sam appeared outside. Not inside. Outside the gate. Standing alone. He looked like he hadn't slept in days. One guard tried pushing him away, but he refused to leave. And then something happened I will never forget for the rest of my life. Lena saw him through the open entrance. Their eyes met. Everything around them seemed to disappear. The music. The people. The noise. Gone. For 1 second. I truly thought she would run to him. I thought she would leave everything behind. Did she? Honestly. I thought she would. But then. Her mother grabbed her hand tightly. I saw her whisper something in Lena's ear. And whatever she said destroyed the little strength Lena had left. Lena looked at Sam one last time. Then she turned away. And I swear, I have never seen pain like the look on Sam's face. He didn't cry. That's what hurt most. He just stood there completely still. Like a man watching his entire future being buried alive. Before I tell you what happened a year later. Subscribe to the channel if you love emotional real-life stories like this. And comment below. Do you think Lena had a choice, or was she forced by life? I really want to know what you think. After the wedding, the rich man took Lena away to the city. Months passed. People forgot about the story. But I didn't. Because every now and then, Sam still sat outside his tiny store staring at nothing. Like he was waiting for a ghost. Then one rainy evening, almost a year later, a black car stopped near the shop. And Lena stepped out. I almost dropped the boxes I was carrying. She looked thinner. Older. Sad. Not physically hurt. Just broken inside. And when she started walking towards Sam, even the rain felt heavier. Sam froze. Neither of them spoke for a long time. Then finally he asked quietly, "Are you happy?" And the way she answered still haunts me. She smiled. But tears rolled down her face. And she said, "My family eats now." That was it. Not yes. Not, "I love my husband." Just, "My family eats now." And somehow, those 4 words hurt more than anything else in this story. Sam looked away because he couldn't handle hearing it. Then Lena pulled something from her bag. A small old photo of them together. Edges worn out from being touched too much. That's when I realized something heartbreaking. She never stopped loving him. Not even after everything. She placed the photo gently on the counter. Then she left. And Sam watched her drive away into the rain. He never chased her. Maybe because deep down, he understood she stopped belonging to herself a long time ago. And sometimes the saddest thing about love isn't betrayal. It's when love loses to survival. And honestly, I still think about them whenever it rains.